my distinguished colleagues, I am Senator Kabiru Gaya, represent the view of Kano South from Kano State. I want to come under Order 42 and Order 52, sir, with your permission. It says, the matter for discussion shall, if possible, be referred to the President of the Senate before commencement of the day's sitting, and the President of the Senate shall refuse to allow the claim unless specified that the matter is definite and urgent. 52, notice shall not be dispensed with in the case of a motion or in respect of any other proceedings for which notice is required, except with the consent of the President of the Senate and the general assent of the Senators present. Mr. President, I discussed this very serious issue with you yesterday, and I know you are aware, so I'm appealing to you to present these motions.
Distinguished colleagues, Sentor Kabiru Gaya, please see me on this. According to our rules, I need to take the leave of our members. Those in favor will take this motion, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Carry on, Sentor Kabiru Gaya.
Thank you, Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues. This motion is sponsored by myself, Shehu Sani, and Senator Barrow Jibrin, and all the senators in this Senate, sir, which is a very important motion, and we started. I'm concerned on this issue of one Zainab Habib Aliyu, who has been the topic of the day for the last few days, that an innocent girl traveled to Saudi Arabia and some cabals in the National Assembly, in the airport, put some baggage to tag some baggage to her. And this baggage was confirmed and was carrying tramadol as inhabited drug. So my concern, Mr. President, is bring this matter and to show that really it was investigated and this innocent lady is still being arrested in Saudi Arabia. So I may read, Mr. President, this. The Senate should note with serious concern the plight of Zainab Habib Aliyu, arrested by Saudi Arabian police for drug-related offenses. Note that on the 24th of December, Zainab Habib Aliyu boarded a flight to Saudi Arabia from Malam American International Airport and landed in Jeddah the same day, and she proceeded to Medina. And on reaching Medina, 2 days later, the police of Saudi Arabia arrested her. They went to her hotel and arrested her. On the 26th December, Zainab was arrested and detained by Saudi officials on suspicion that a luggage which her name tag was found in the airport, and the luggage contains a local substance. However, that Zainab, a student of Metema Sule University, Kano, has no idea where the said luggage came from, because she only came with one luggage. And he went to the airport, cleared her luggage, and left. Later, she was asked there was an extra luggage she left behind. However, also that the following arrest of Zainab, her father wrote or called the Nigerian embassy in Saudi Arabia and appealed to them to help. They told him to write a letter to the NDLE, which he did. Copies of these letters are here, sir. Concerned that Zainab's father, Habib Aliyu, petitioned the NDLE as instructed. Consequently, the NDLE launched an investigation which led to the arrest of 6 persons and one still at large. They were involved in the conspiracy. Their names are Idris Umar Shehu, alias Umar Sanda, Sani Suleiman, Nu Adamu, Roda Adetunji, Odesan Itoro Here, and Sani Hamisu. Recall that 6 people arrested by NDA were charged to court, and the culprits confessed orally and in writing of their involvement into the case, and they were charged to court on 3-count charges under the NDLE Act. Unfortunately, Mr. President, when these guys were brought to court, when these culprits were brought to court, the Federal High Court in Kano, the judge released them on bail while Saudi Arabia is still investigating that case. It's unfortunate. Convinced that all evidence of the arrest were communicated to Saudi Arabian authority through the Nigerian consulate in Jeddah, but still now Zainab is still under custody of Saudi Arabian authorities. Also on the same day, during my investigation, found that one Ibrahim Abubakar, 75-year-old man, also faces the same fate as Zainab in Saudi Arabia. On the same day, one of those cartels put a bag for Zainab, another bag for this 75-year-old man, who they carried to airport, and they're all arrested. That same old man is at the custody of Saudi Arabia police. However, Zainab's case is one of the many cases that drugs are planted in innocent travelers' luggages at various airports in Nigeria without their knowledge, and such innocent Nigerians are paying the price of. Recall many Nigerians have been victims of capital punishment in various parts of the world due to drug-related offenses. This instance will raise a question whether such people were also victims like Zainab. Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, after raising this issue, I have some prayers, which is one I can read the prayers now. The prayers are: one, I, the federal government, to do everything possible to secure the release of Zainab Habib Aliyu and Ibrahim Abubakar by Saudi Arabian government. For investigation here in Nigeria has proven that Zainab and Ibrahim are both victims of drug cartel. As consequently, the 6 persons the drug cartel have been arrested and charged for in Nigeria and undergoing trial. The second prayer is that the government should set up an ad hoc committee to investigate this matter and report back to the Senate within 1 week, because it involves Then the last prayer is to inquire the reason why the Federal High Court judge in Kano releases the 6 people charged by NDLA for the alleged offense on bail, knowing fully well that these people have intimidated an innocent girl, and this girl is arrested and detained in the country that the practice of capital punishment for drug-related offenses is killing. Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, my colleagues. I also want to thank all the people on social media and all the journalists and the press for their effort in trying to bring this into for Nigerian citizens. Thanks for all the support, and thank you, my colleagues. Thank you, Mr. President.